Welcome to the September 2023 Coffee with Kehoe. In this episode, this is part 3 of my leadership principle discussion. First principle that I want to talk about today is the principle of don't underestimate the power of your leadership and the influence of your leadership. Oftentimes, in technology leadership, no matter what level you are at, whether it's a CIO, supervisor, manager, division, director, we often underestimate the influence and the importance of our leadership on the staff that are under our care and leadership, and also the impact that our leadership has with our customers and in moving the organization forward. So it's really important that you don't underestimate that. You don't have to be the director or the CIO of the state to have that influence. Every leader has an impact and an influence, and that sphere of influence is different, but also very important that you recognize that. And that you recognize that the care and leadership of your staff, no matter if it's one staff or 50 staff or 100 staff, that has to be your focus area, and your leadership matters to them in their professional growth. Another leadership principle is that you don't have to be the most knowledgeable person in a meeting or in the room to be an effective leader. We live in a world that is very complex, especially in the world of technology, and nobody understands every little intricacies of every technology, and it takes a village to really be effective and efficient, but you do have to lead. So don't think that you have to walk into the room and have all the answers and have all the knowledge. But you do have to lead. You have to ensure that the conversation is flowing the way it should, that you're driving towards decisions. But you can and should rely on the expertise of the people in the room for the deep technology discussions, using their expertise. That makes them feel more valuable in the discussion. And your job is to ensure that the right decisions are being made, that you're actually driving towards decisions, and that the meeting outcomes are what they need to be. But don't think you have to be the smartest person in the room, that you have to have all the knowledge, because that's going to diminish the value of the other people in the discussion. The next leadership principle I think we all embrace, but maybe we don't talk about it enough, is when you come into an organization as a CIO or a IT technology leader, the first thing I always say is I want to leave this organization in a better place than I found it. Depending on the organization you come into, it can be overwhelming in terms of what's needed to improve the organization, changes that you need to make to the organization. But what I always try to keep in mind is, how can I leave this organization and the staff that are in the organization in a better place? Because we have windows where we can be the leader that's effective, and we can really leave an impact for the future. But oftentimes we think about the now and today. And what I always try to do is, based on our strategic direction that we've developed as a team and where we're going as an organization, it's really important that you look back and say, I want to leave this organization in a better place. I want to ensure that the staff have an environment that's nurturing, that's really taking care of them as professionals. And I want to leave a foundation for the future that the organization can then benefit from. And then the next person can come in and take the organization to even a higher level. So it's very important as a leader when you're coming into an organization and when you're leaving an organization throughout your tenure that you keep in mind that principle of I want to leave the organization in a better place. And oftentimes that means you can't accomplish everything, but you can build a foundation for those things that are still outstanding that the next person has to take forward. Another principle that's important for leaders at all levels is to seek a mentor and to be a mentor of others. The CIO role in particular, once you reach the CIO level, it's difficult to find people that you can get guidance from that have been in the position before. So it's important to seek out a mentor, someone that has the experience that you respect, that you can take things to, that can be there for you and guide you through those difficult circumstances, issues, concerns that you may have. Again, we live in a very complex world. No leader has the experience and ability to navigate everything that comes across their desk. So it's important to have someone that you respect, that's either been in the position or has held a similar leadership position that you can go to and just ask for guidance and advice. And it's also important to give back. So be a mentor to others. Bring those leaders in your organization, those up and coming leaders forward. Invest time in mentoring them. Be an advocate for good succession planning. It's amazing how impactful that can be to the people in your organization and outside your organization when they know that you care about them, you're willing to invest time, you're willing to mentor them, and you're willing to help them on their professional journey as they are searching for the type of career and leadership that they want to embrace in the future. So find a mentor. It doesn't have to be one person, it can be several people, and then give back, invest time, and mentor others. This will help the organization, and it'll also help you leave a legacy, as we talked about, for a great foundation for the future.